Hello everyone and welcome back to Super High Graphics. I trust you are doing great. So today I want to show us how to make a 3D wall, either poster, logo or design. So let's get started. Delete what you have on your screen. Let me choose a background that will enable me to see what I want to do. Okay, so I'll start with this background. The first thing that I want to do here now is to type in a text. Okay, so I'll just bring this text to the middle. I'll increase the size. Okay, having increased the size, the next thing that I will do is to go to font and select a font for this. The font that we are going to use is very important for this design. So let me search for a very good font. Okay, why I'm using this font is I need a font that the shape of the X is very clear for us to see and has like a wings like you are seeing. So the next thing that I want to do now is to just duplicate the same text. Just duplicate it, edit it, and then make it letter T. Okay, so here I have the same text, the same text and the same font, but I have to change the font to get a better result. So I'll just come to font and select something bold and straightforward. So I'll take some time to check for some fonts. We need something bold that will be straightforward. Okay. I feel like this one is not long enough. Let me change the font. Let me use something like this. Okay, let me use something like this. Just take a look at the way I'm positioning this. So I'll just allow it to pop out a little. You can see this. But with this, let me remove the T first. Okay, here's the X. I'll just make this, position it at the center. Okay, with that we'll come back to layer and review this. Okay, now let me reposition this again. So you can see this. All I just have to do now is to position it at the center also. You can see that. Okay, great. With this being done, let me change this T. I'll change the color to a black color. Now all I just have to do is come to layer. This X, I want to duplicate it without touching it, so I'll just click on duplicate. Great, click out. Now I'll use the same relative positioning. Just position it at the center. You can see it's right on top of the one at the back. So great. With this being done, all I just have to do now is to come to click out, come to layer, the letter T and the X that is above, I'll just mark them and merge the two of them together. Just merge them together like this. You can see it. Okay, great. Now with this being done, the next thing I'll just do is to come here and erase color. So I'll just erase color. You can see that. Enable it. Now with this being done, if I should click on layer now, if I should click on layer, you see there are only two things left. Let me move this one so as you will see the magic. You can see what it did to this. So I'll just return it back, then okay that. Now with this being done, I'll just click on the X. That's it. Let me come to layer, click on the X, which is this X. Click out and come to letter and just reduce the size. I'll just come to size and reduce the size by, let's say this is 30. I want to reduce it by 2. I want to reduce it by 2. Let's just say 2%. Okay, so I've reduced it by 2%. I want there to be some kind of little space. So I'm reducing it by 3. Now, while the X is still highlighted, I'll come to and center it properly again. Great. Now with this being done, the next thing that I will just have to do to this is to add some wings and some crown to it. Now let me go to and bring in a crown. Okay, this is not a crown. I'll just have to reselect. The crown is of a black color, so it's really difficult to get it. Okay, here is a crown. All I'll just have to do with this crown now, let me crop it and reduce it. Okay, with that being done, I'll just have to increase the size. Let me move this one down a little. Just move them down so as I can have more space above. Okay, great. Okay, that. Now, this crown, I will increase it. I will increase the size to be almost the same thing as the length of the letter T that it will stand on. You can see that I increase it a little again. So with this, I will just have to position it at the center. Okay, positioning at the center, but ensure you can use your hand to set it the way I've just done. So now all I'll just have to do, I'll have to move it further down because the crown is touching the above part of the screen. So I will move it further down, just like this. You can see the space there is between everything. Okay, good. Now with this being done, the next thing is just for me to click out and add the wings. The wings, you know, it's like a logo of a flying letter first. So let me add some wings to it. Okay, so here I have the wings. I'll just crop out one side of it. It is this. Just okay that, and then I can reduce the size. Reduce the size of this. I have to reduce the size of this letter X, T and the crown because there is not enough space. I want it to. the wings must be equivalent with what we are designing, so one mustn't be too bigger than the other. So I'll just come to layer and select them, click on these and just reduce the size. You can see I reduced it by let me return it back to 100%. So I have to reduce the size individually. Let me make this, let me reduce the size of these two. That is 26. This is 26. Okay. This one also, let me reduce the size. That's letter X. I'll just go back. Let me go back to what it was, and the next thing that I will just do now is let me match this letter T, the T and the X. Let me match them together so as they can become one. Just okay that. So reducing the size wouldn't have to make it difficult. I can just reduce the size like this. You can see that. Okay, great. And just reduce the size of. You can see the wings. I want the wings to match what I want to design. I don't want it to be too small or too big. So you can see this. That is how I want to position the wings. And I don't want it to be too big or too small. So the wings, I want it to match the length of the edge of the X. So you take your time, position it properly. You can see this. So let me reduce the size of this crown also. So I'll just reduce the size of the crown. Just the same process I took while it was big. Now just click on the wings again and duplicate the wings, crop it, and just come and pick the other side of the wing just like that and bring it to the back of this X. Be careful, ensure that the wings are properly aligned, that one isn't up and the other one is down. So check it properly and ensure you get it right. So you can see how I'm carefully looking at how to position it, that one won't be higher than the other. So you can see it. Now with this being done, I have designed the framework of what I want to do. So the next thing now that I'll do here is just to come here. I can lock everything, just lock it so as to avoid shaky and all of that. So just lock them. Okay, then come to background. Just come to background and make it a transparent background. The next thing that I'll just do here is just to save. Just to click on save and save it as ultra high. So with this being done, the next thing is we'll go to where we are going to mock up this design that it will become the beautiful item that you've seen in the introduction video. Okay guys, here we are on the other side of this video section. So what we'll be making use of to mock up this design that we made from Pixellab is called Photoroom. So all you just have to do is to open any of your phone browser, but I prefer using Chrome browsers. Just enter photoroom.com. You can see it right here on the screen. Photoroom. Just enter it.com and it will bring you to a page like this. When you are here, you don't have to do much. All you just have to do is to click on folder. When you click on folder, you click on open. Just click on open. This enables you to go into your phone folder. But before you can be able to open this PSD file, you must have it downloaded or installed in your phone or Google Drive. So I have it in my Google Drive. I'll just go to my Google Drive. Under my Google Drive, I have a section for my mockup PSD files. So I have them here. I'll just come here and click on the one that I want to make use of, and which is the 3D poster wall. If you don't have this PSD file, you can simply request for it for just a token, which is one of the numerous materials bundle resources that I have for sale. It's part of the graphic designing bundle, thousands and thousands of graphic designing materials. Some people have bought it. If you have bought the bundle before, you just have to do is to go into the folder. It's under the mockup folder, and just open it via your Photopea. Then you get to follow this process. If you haven't bought it, I have my WhatsApp link under this video. All you just have to do is click on that link. It will bring you to my WhatsApp and simply say I want to buy the graphic designing bundle for just a token, and all the bundles will be made available to you. So with that being said, when I clicked on open from the Google Drive, you can see it says loading. So you give it some time to load. Like I always say, for you to be able to use Photopea, you must have good network and you must be patient. So while we are patiently waiting for it to open up the PSD file, okay, as you can see, it has opened up the PSD file, and you can see this is exactly what we'll be making use of. When this is open, all you just have to do is to click on layer right here. You can see, you just follow my cursor. You can see my cursor, so you just follow it and click on layer. It will bring up a pop-up like this. Then you scroll down and search for smart object. Click on the smart object and click on open edit content. When you click on this, all you just have to do next is come to layer here. When you click on layer, just tap on it. You can see this, it says replace me. All you just have to do is to click on this high symbol on the edge here, and it will take away whatever you have on the screen, and come back to click on layer again. With that being said, just come back to file. You can see file here. Click on file. Now you get to click on open and place. When you click on that, it will bring you back to your phone folder again. Here now we are going to bring in what we designed from Pixellab. So you must have it in your Pixellab folder. I'll just come here and click on it and give it time to load it as well. So you can see it has opened it up. All you just have to do now is you can use the angles to increase the size. Just give it time. The network is a bit slow, but ensure you have good network, like I always say. So and just drag it as much as possible to have it fill the screen, but don't allow it to be larger than the screen. So in this case, you see how I'm doing it. So you can just take your time. To set it properly. You can see, okay, this is good. With this being set like this, all you just have to do now is come to file again and click on save smart object. So when you click on that, you can double tap it once or twice and give it time to save as smart object. And when this is done, you will see the update on the upper part of the screen here saying smart object updated. Okay, you can see it says smart object updated. With that being done, with that being when that is done, all you just have to do is look at the top side of the screen on this side. Turn this back to the center. Okay, you just have to click on this 3D wall logo or whatever the name is. All you just have to do is to click on that 3D wall logo. Just tap it once or twice and give it time to do the mock-up of your design. This might take a while, but just be patient.